Sunshine here, and today I am getting into a new setting and a new style of video. I am now an affiliate of Dose of Color, so I do have affiliate links down below of any of the Dose of Color products that I use in this video. If you're interested, you can support me in that way. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. You do not have to. But if there's anything that catches your eye and you want to try, go ahead, click on the link. It's really cool to be able to partner with Dose of Colors in that way, and I also use a bunch of other products as well. With all of that being said, I'm super excited for this program that I get to be a part of with Dose of Colors, and I'm excited for this tutorial. I had so much fun doing it. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. So I did my eyebrows, and I'm going to add some of the Colourpop. I think this is their Pretty Fresh concealer, and I'm gonna take a Zoeva. This is a 110 face shape brush, and I'm going to blend out the concealer. I like this concealer because it's pretty hydrating, and I like to use it as a base. Since I don't have a backdrop, I'm just going to be showing you and pointing to the colors and like showing you the brush here. So it's not going to be a professional tutorial. I'm gonna take the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. I love this palette. I'm going to get into the shade Necessary. I dropped it. I'm gonna use the shade right here, and I believe that's called Necessary. And I'm using my BH Pro 18 blending brush. And I'm just going to take the tip of the brush and move it in swiping motions back and forth. I'm taking more of Necessary with the tip of the brush, and I'm blending it in swiper motions. And I'm holding the very end of my blending brush. And I just want to blend this all over the entire eyelid. And there we go. Oh. Do you like my plants? The lights probably make my plants happy. Have you seen my plant channel, Photosynthesis? I'm going to go ahead and add this to the other eye. And if you decide to follow along, take your time, blend as needed, blend more if necessary, pause the video, make sure to play it again, and blend. So I think now is the time, let's see. I'm blending this outer edge over here a little bit more. This is definitely a much more comfortable tutorial. I just want to do my makeup and film. It's time to get into the next color. So, goodness gracious, I'm trying to get the next color everywhere. I just like dug my nail into it. I'm pretty clumsy, and I ruin things carefully. Uncarefully, if that's a word. But I'm not careful. And as I've become an adult over the last decade, I've started to learn that I'm not actually very careful with things, and that's part of my clumsiness. So yeah, I just need to learn to be more careful. So, as I discuss being careful, I'm now going to get into the Colourpop E2 brush. So this is their wonderful blending brush right here. And I'll be using the color Cheens, which is this deeper brown that I just stuck my nail in. I'm starting in the center of the bottom part of my eyelid. I'm gonna take a little bit more, holding the brush like a paintbrush toward my face. I'm going for a smoky eye. And now I'm going to start to blend it out. And I'm using somewhat circular motions, but they're very tiny. And now I'm using swiper motions. I go back and forth, circular motions and swiper motions. And from the center, what I've started to do is move out. And I'm also moving into the crease of my lid. And I'm using the tip and the edge of my blending brush. And now I'm gonna look down even more and move in swiper motions in the crease. I think I'm gonna switch brushes and go back to the BH Pro 18 blending brush. I haven't added anything to this brush, but I'm just taking it and moving it outward this way, like so. Ooh, I like it. Okay, I still have to blend. I have a lot of blending to do. I'm taking the tip of this brush, the edge of this brush, and I'm moving in swiper motions, no matter if I'm holding it horizontally and parallel to the ground, or if I'm holding it at a angle toward my face like a paintbrush. I'm doing swiper motions either way, whatever way I decide to move my wrist or my arm. I'm blending, and there we go. Let's see up close. I think I need to blend a little bit more right in the crease. I'm using the tip of the E2 Colourpop blending brush to blend in the crease a little bit further. And then I'm going to blend a little bit more with my big fluffy brush in the inner corner. I want to keep this inner, oh, I just scratched my nose. I want to keep this inner part of my eye kind of lit or bright. I don't want to add too much of the deeper color there, so I'm not going to do that. That's why I started more in the center and then moved out with a deeper color instead of like all over the lid. So what I'll do now is add chains to the other side. From the center, I'll do the same thing and then move it out. And I'll switch between these two brushes, and then I'll come back and we're going to add some shimmer. And I think I really, really, really want to go into the green. I think it's called Dirty Money. I don't know why, but like that color reminds me of summer. It could remind me of fall too, but it also reminds me of summer. Okie dokie, so since I've added chains on the other side, I decided I want to add more of chains. So taking my E2 brush from Colourpop, and I'm going to start to move it in swiper motions right in the outer corner with the tip and the edge of the blending brush. So I'm just deepening up this corner. I want to make it a bit more dramatic. I want it a bit more glam. And now I'm going to be using circular motions with the very tip or the base of the brush. And I'm moving in circular motions. Go ahead if you're following along and do that to the other side. Okie dokie, it is shimmer, shimmer, shimmer time. I'm going to be adding Dirty Money, and with my handy dandy ring finger, and it's a clean ring finger, so if you are going to be touching your face, make sure that your hands are washed for at least 20 seconds. Now I'm going to gently press this with my ring finger. By the way, it's this color right here. So I just basically am pressing it right into the center of the lid, like so. It's kind of like a golden green. It's really, really pretty. I'm gonna start to gently, in circular motions, press the remaining toward the outside of the eye. And then I'm gonna take my Colourpop E2 brush and do swiper motions forward, just to blend a little bit. I'm taking the remaining shadow that's on my ring finger closer to the inner part of the eye, and I'm tapping. And I kind of swipe, but not like too much. I'll go ahead and add that to the other side. Yet another shimmer is calling my name. I'm taking the shimmer Just a Kiss right here, and this is the Nabla pointed crease brush. And I'm going to gently take this into the inner corner of the eye and blend it into Dirty Money. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. My friend Nicole, who is a longtime Insta friend, has her own cosmetic line, and she started out with lashes, so I'm going to be popping on one of her styles. This lash style is called Paris. I am going to be popping these on, and I'll probably just do this off camera because I just sit here and wait for the glue to dry, and then I'll get into the face. So we're gonna have a little bit of a makeup miracle. I won't have the full makeup miracle experience because I want to just do my full face. Except for lashes, it just takes a while. So I'm gonna pop these on. In a makeup miracle moment, we'll have lashes, and then we'll go to the face. Makeup miracle moment. And voila, a makeup miracle moment. Lashes are on, and these are perfect for a glamorous evening at home. I'm gonna go ahead now and do my face makeup. So that will be so fun because I usually just focus on eyes, but I'm gonna do the whole face. The whole face. So I already have, just so you know, it's the Tatcha purple jar. It's over there. I just still want to get it. I don't know what it's called, but it's one of my favorite moisturizers ever, and it's nice. So I have that all over my face, and I also already have the Cover FX blurring primer. Oh, I do want to try something new. If you have watched my favorites, was it my spring favorite video? You would have seen that I have been loving to line the lashes, and this is the new Nabla Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stylo pen, so it's multi-use. And this one is in Arrow number 4. So I'm going to be using this there. Let's see. Ooh, it's very black. I like to go in the inner corner area as well. This makes me like blink a ton. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, that's nice. The Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stylo. So this is a multi-use pen. It came with their, I believe, their summer collection. I'm also going to use a couple other things from their summer collection today as well. But yeah, I like it. So I told you the primer that I already have on, I did that before, way before. And the moisturizer, which is the Tatcha one in the purple jar, I'm gonna put on foundation. I really like this color. It may appear different on camera, but in person, it looks really good. It matches really well. So this is 117 light medium. I'm gonna place this onto my hand. My handy dandy hand. I'm gonna put a couple pumps. I'm going to be using a Tae Young. I don't know if it's Tae or Tai. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing her name. So she is a makeup artist and she has her own brushes. So I'm gonna try her brush today. And I like to brush on my foundation. And I like to brush back and up. So that's a nice soft brush. It's actually a really nice brush. I'm almost like, I don't even have to use a sponge. I've been enjoying not using a sponge lately, but I love sponges. I'm going to apply it to the other side, and I like to brush back, and this gives a nice like full coverage, and then I gently lighten up with the brush under the nose. Right in here I have a couple of scars, pimple coming out, onto my ear a little. This is a really nice foundation. And onto my nose, I'm just gonna brush it down. I love the look of this foundation. It looks really nice. I wore it, I think yesterday without really powdering my face. I did use a powder to contour, but it was really, really nice. I'm gonna use one more pump. Just want a little extra coverage right in my cheek. So I'm going back and then I'm brushing down. Use a little bit more over here. And then on my forehead, I don't put too much product, so I'm just gonna take what's remaining. This is a nice brush. It's nice and soft. Oh my, I just dropped something. Now I'm going to get into the Meet Your Hero concealer. So I tried these two together and I really like them, and this is in light medium as well, but this is number 13, and the light medium in the foundation I think is 117. This has a similar sort of like look. It has a nice natural look. Almost dries to powder, but it doesn't look like a cakey powder. I don't know how to describe it, so I kind of like that. I don't know if that's part of like its features. I don't really know, but it seems like it, so I really like this a lot. I'm gonna dot right in here. What I do is right here in the shadowy part of my eye, I tap concealer there. I kind of went a little bit overboard. I did it a little bit nicer right here, but basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be placing this concealer first and foremost in the areas that have the most shadow. So after I've done that, I've really been enjoying this brush right here, and this is also a new brush. This is the Zoeva 146 Concealer Perfector Brush. I put some of the concealer on my hand as well. I'm going to take the brush into this concealer, and then as I look down to kind of see that area where it's a bit more shadowy, and even right in here, I like to add a little bit of concealer. I'm just gonna add some right there too. And I just start to blend this out very gently. I wanna be gentle with my under eye area. And I'm sort of tapping it, and I'm kind of gently blending it out into like a triangle under the eye. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm tapping it in this area, pressing it in the darker area, and then now I'm going to start to blend it out on the edges. And this is just a really nicely shaped brush. I did a great job with this brush. I kind of want to do a battle of the concealers. I haven't done one of those in probably 2 years. The last battle of the concealers, I believe I used the Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer, and that's been my favorite, and the pretty much the only concealer I've used except for the Pretty Fresh Colourpop concealer, and I think a couple of Maybelline concealers. But the Nabla concealer is one of my favorites as well, and the Jouer. I used that a couple times as well, but the Huda Beauty one did so well that I just used that. And I haven't found a concealer that I like as much as the Huda Beauty Overachiever concealer, but this one is really nice. So I kind of want to do a battle of the concealer. So if you were around in 2018, let me know if you want to see a battle of the concealers with this one against the Huda Beauty one, because the Huda Beauty one is my favorite concealer ever, and this is really, really excellent as well, and I'm really impressed with this. One thing I like to do is add a little concealer like in this area right here. I know this probably looks so funny. So I'm taking the same brush and I'm gonna start to blend it out on my chin. My chin is a little bit red, so I know I put foundation over it, but it helps to kind of add concealer as well. I like to connect the concealer on the corners of my mouth and on the above the lip. In this area right here too, I have like a little like dip when I'm just like relaxed. I have like this little dip in the shadow in this area. So I like to add concealer as well in that area for that reason. And another thing I like to do, you can't really see because I have so much lighting. This area right here, I just like to tap a little bit of concealer, a little bit of a lighter color because it just faces are three-dimensional. I could go into a more full in-depth version of like how I highlight because that's what I'm doing, highlighting and contouring. So if I were going out, though I'm not, I'm gonna be staying home and making dinner, I would set my face. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I believe this is in Fair Light number 10, and this is the Nabla Bone Mine brush. Bond Mine brush? I don't know. So I'm just gonna take a little, I like to evenly spread this onto my brush. I like to tap it off quite a bit so it's just a very light and sheer amount, and I like to press it right here in the center of my forehead, like in between my brows, because that area likes to get the oiliest. So I'm pressing above my brow right here in the forehead, and I kind of do fast presses. I really like to press powder. I feel like that's how to get it looking the smoothest. Press it right in the laugh line, and I'll do the same thing to the other side. I'm gonna press up here too, just in this area and above my lip. And I definitely don't want to forget my nose. I like to make sure I get the sides of my nose, bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose. When I press under my eye, I like to look up, and then I press up and back. And then after that process, what I do is I fix my brows. Since I did use powder, I fix my brows either now or after I have used all the different powders that I'm about to use. So, yeah. Now, I like to go into blush before my contour. So, Lola, this is a skin glazing, glass skin illuminating glow powder. Wow, fancy. This is a glowy blush, and I'm going to be using the Tai Young brush. I don't know what the names of these different brushes are, and I don't exactly know what the brush set, but I'll try to make sure I link everything below. Brush back and brush up. So yeah, I am moving in circular motions now. And I am moving back and up. This is really pretty. There we go. Yeah, it's glowy. It's really, really pretty. I love the color of this blush, Lola. I like that it's a bit glowy, has kind of a sheen to it. Now I'm going to be using the Skin Bronzing in Ombre. I'm going to test it with my Thrive Cosmetics. This is their bronzer brush. I love their bronzer brush. And I'm going to press it. I might actually have to use a contour powder. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a contour powder because it's definitely bronzy. So I definitely want to contour rather than bronze my face right now. I think I'll use a little bit of it after I've contoured, but I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills, their contour kit, and this shade right here, Fawn. I like to press, I'm bouncing my face. I am beating my face. I like bronze, but I really want contour. I'm going to start to brush down and on the jaw. And then I kind of like to bring it up here as well. Bringing a little bit on the forehead, not too much. Well, I'm going to contour my nose. So I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Pro 18 brush, and yet again, the Fawn powder. So I'm moving in swiping and circular motions, and I'm going this way, kind of tilting. I'm taking a little bit from my brow down to my nose, and I'm turning my brush around from my brow down to my nose. I think I'm going to take this brush into the bronzer that I was going to use before. Taking it in circular motions, large circular motions, and since it is such a fluffy brush, it works well. I just got shimmer, because this is a loose powder. I just got this everywhere while I was talking. Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try to use the bunch that I got on my finger. So in this finger and my leg. So this is the Thrive Cosmetics highlighter brush, and this is the Cocoa Bling powder. I want to bling all together. I want this summery, glamorous look to be extra glowy and summery. I'm moving back and forth. I'm taking it to glow a little bit more. I like to glow right in here. Yeah, I think this look definitely needed needed some glow. I love this highlighter. I can't believe I just like opened it carelessly and dumped it all over the place. Now I'm going back into the eye. So I'm going to take the Nabla Stylo and I'm going to place this on the very outer corner, just like I did, outer corner to right there. I did a little less on the side only because this eye is slightly smaller than this one. And I will be taking the Colourpop E7 brush into the color Cheens. So it's this deeper brown in the palette. I'm going to take the Mario Badescu and now I'm going to start to blend this outer corner. And I'm taking soft motion, soft touches, back and forth. And what I'll do from there, I think I want to blend a little bit. What is that color called? Basic. I'm going to take a little bit of Basic and this Tai Young brush. I don't know the name of it. And I'm going to take it right to the inner corner to kind of lessen. So I'm just finishing off with mascara for the eyes. And this is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. And then I'll tell you what lip I'm going to wear. I'm going to use the Dose of Color Stone Lip Liner. And during this quarantine, this lip liner has been definitely my go-to liner. I'm gonna line my lips. It's kind of hard to talk doing this. Since I usually just tell you what lip I'm wearing at the end. So I've lined the lip, now I'm just filling it in on the top. And now I will line at the bottom. I stick my tongue underneath my lip. And then line like that. And now I'm filling in after I've lined. This is from the Dose of Colors mini collection. This is the color Ladies First. And I am going to take a little tiny bit of it. It's pretty pink. I love this pink color. I'm going to take a little bit onto the lip like that. And I'm going to blend it out. So I'm just blending out the pink. So it's extra pink. So pink is one of my favorite colors. And like purples and pinks. Mauve. Now if this is too pink for you, that's okay. If you're following along, you can just do a neutral lip. You can do a more brown instead of a mauve neutral lip. So yeah, I like the pink though. Okay, so this is it. I don't know why my voice went up that high. I speak really high and then I speak super low sometimes. So like my voice ranges and goes all over the place. Maybe because I use a Minnie Mouse lipstick. Oh Lord have mercy. I'm going to use this. This is the new Maybelline Glass Spray. It's so pretty. I'm not going to spray too much because I don't want to be super glossy, but I do want a little bit. And I'm going to cover my eye just on my cheek here. Same thing here. So when I say a little bit and I spray like 3 times, that's a little bit because I spray like 20 times every time I spray a setting spray. So that completes this summer glam night makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know though down below, how do you like this without the backdrop? I feel a little bit more comfortable. I feel more homey. I really like it. I know this was different. I don't have like the white backdrop to show you the exact product all nice and neat and whatever. So let me know. Let me know down below if you prefer this. If you don't, it's okay. If you don't, let me know. And I know this was different. This was a different style video, different backdrop. I was feeling like doing my full face. I hope you did enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye now.